Hello and welcome. I am Roy at Ninjas90, and today I will be reviewing the Mattel Masters of the Universe Masterverse New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. This is a pretty cool figure, and I got some things to say about him, so with that said, let's get started. And now starting things off with the box, because we have to talk about really cool boxes on this channel when we have them, because unfortunately I just don't have the room to keep them. But anyway, first things first, you can see I've already taken the figure out of the box. That's obvious, but the cool thing is we have the 40th anniversary He-Man logo right there, which is really cool. We have ages 6+, so all you 5-year-olds, you're out of luck, sorry. And of course we have Masters of the Universe New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man, which is the name of the figure and the title of the franchise that this figure is from. And of course we have, it says Masterverse at the top opening flap of the box, because that is the line that this figure is a part of. And of course we have over 30 points of articulation right there, letting you know that this is a highly articulated figure. We have a barcode, which nobody's interested in these days. We have on the side of the box the name of the figure yet again, Battle Armor He-Man. Most powerful armor in the universe, referring to the armor he's wearing, of course. And of course, the side of the box, we have a really cool picture of the much older, more scruffier looking Battle Armor He-Man right there, looking really cool. Although, to be honest, this figure is not my favorite in the Masterverse line, mostly because I'm not a facial hair person, but I still think it's a cool one to have in your collection, so I still picked them up nonetheless. And of course we have the Mattel logo on the front of the box, and of course the back of the box we have a really cool picture of, the new Eternia Battle Armor He-Man with the battle axe right there, staining over, looks like one of Skeletor's, evil, smaller minion lackeys, and, this other, lackey enemy, two, smaller, enemies. And of course we have the, bio, so if you want to pause it and read it, you can. So I'll leave it there for a hot little minute. And moving right along, we have also available, showing you other figures that are part of this wave. We have a Jitsu, which I don't have, which I'm not sure if I'll grab him or not. We have Hero, which he does look really cool. I just haven't bought him yet. We have Sunman, which I do have and I previously reviewed. And of course the Battle Armor He-Man, which is the figure you are getting in this box. But yeah, as you can see, the beard on the one they're showing on the promotional image on the box is dark brown, and the beard on the figure is actually blonde. So yeah, about that. The bottom of the box, nothing too interesting, and yeah, that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. And now here we have the Mattel Masters of the Universe New Eternia Masterverse Battle Armor He-Man right here before us in all of his, by the power of Grayskull, battle armor glory. Of course, as you can see, he's obviously wearing battle armor. That's obvious, hence the name of the figure. Not to get that confused with the Masters of the Universe Masterverse Revolution Battle Armor He-Man, which is a completely different figure, which I have previously reviewed. In fact, that is the previous Masterverse figure that I've reviewed. So, yeah, if you want to see the differences between this figure and that one, definitely go watch that review. But anyway, First things first, one of the biggest differences between this one and the Revelation Battle Armor He-Man, not only is this like an older version of He-Man, but yeah, the Battle Armor is actually part of the sculpt for this figure. It's not a swappable piece like it is on the other Battle Armor He-Man that I reviewed. So that is a big difference here. And also you do have this shoulder guard that is removable as well, so you can unbutton it. It does come off. I'll get to that later in the video. But going over more detail, you can also see that he is wearing this skirt armor, which is also removable. All you have to do is unclip it right there, and you can take that right off. And if you look at it, you know, we have sort of like on the sort of like the belt buckle of the skirt armor, we have like sort of like this either like dragon or, you know, lion looking engraving. So we do have that. That looks really cool. Although that engraving might also be like I'm thinking maybe a depiction of like Battle Cat. So that could be that. That would make more sense since that is his companion that he rides. So why wouldn't that be like an engraving of Battle Cat or something right there? So that would make more sense. But anyway, we do have the He-Man symbol on the chest plate of his armor, and that is interchangeable, which I will be getting to soon. And also he comes with two main, well, his main weapon, the Sword of Power, and we do have a secondary battle axe here. And as you can see, they both are in a very shiny metallic paint scheme, which looks really nice. And of course we have sort of like this like white, like strapped, like taped up like handles on them. So that also looks really cool. Really like that as well. I think it brings out these weapons very nicely. And of course we do have another smaller side weapon tucked away in his boot right there. We do have a smaller dagger, just like we have with the new Eternia Viking He-Man, because it basically uses the same lower body piece as the Viking He-Man. But anyway, we also have this really cool removable shield as well. And we have like these cool designs on it. We have like this light blue. We have this red streak going down the middle, like diagonally. And we have like this green and black checkerboard pattern at the bottom with the He-Man symbol in the center. And not only can we, is it attachable to the back, but we can unpeg it, and we can basically, yeah, peg it to his arm, and yeah, use it as a functional shield, technically. So there is, so that we do have that, so which is really cool. The only downside to this figure, I would say, well, two downsides is the torso joint is the older peg joint, so no full torso rotation, and yeah, we don't have any places like notches or like any like, you know, cheats or scabbards or anything on the figure to store the Sword of Power when we're not using it. So that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, taking a closer look at the face, so you can see the difference with this He-Man. That's not your regular typical He-Man figure, because yeah, as you can see, this is sort of like a more older aged version of He-Man. He has like this scruffy beard, and he has like a really long blonde hair. But I would have to say everything's realistically sculpted and painted, so a really nice job there. And also you can see he does have some battle scars on his face. His eyes are nicely painted, as well as his eyebrows, looking really nice. And like I said, this shoulder armor piece is removable, so you can unbutton it. You can put it on the other side if you want to, and you can put it, like I said, you can attach it to the opposite arm if you wish, but it's kind of not wanting to cooperate, so maybe if I this might be easier, just okay, like this, and then buttoning it up first and then sliding it on. Yeah, that's a whole lot easier that way. So probably, yeah, doesn't even pay to unbutton this, to be honest. You could just slip it on and off like so. Well, maybe no, maybe not for this arm. I see why, because you have that bracer for the shield, and it just, yeah, this piece right here just kind of stops it from going sliding up the arm right here. But once you have that on the arm and you have it buttoned, it slides on very easily. But anyway, enough with that. Going over articulation with this figure, he pretty much has the same basic articulation that you get with most Masterverse figures. So I'm just going to go over that real quick. We do have head articulation, so we can look up, we can look down, we can look right, we can look left, and we can do a full 360 cranium revolvus all the way around. And the opposite way, of course, we can lean forward and back at the upper torso and rock side to side like so. But like I said, do not try to rotate that torso, because then you'll end up breaking them. But like I said, glad Mattel updated that with later Masterverse figures, and I hope that same updated torso did carry over to the Chronicles line as well. But anyway, we have waist articulation though, so we can rotate that waist all the way around a full 360, and the opposite way. We also have, I'm gonna just take this off so it's not getting in the way. So we also have good shoulder articulation, so we can rotate those shoulders all the way around a full 360 like so. And the opposite way, of course, we have a hinge in the shoulders, so we can bring those arms out like so in a T-pose and back down. We also have a bicep swivel, so we do have a lot of ranges of articulation with this figure. We have a double jointed elbow, which is a little stiff on mine. Might have to heat them up a little more, but it's doable. And we do have the same thing on the other arm, as well as wrist rotation, a hinge at the wrist, so we can rock those hands forward and back. Same thing with the other side. So we do have a symmetrical articulation overall with this figure. And as far as articulation with the lower body portion of the figure, we could, like I said, we could take this skirt armor off if we choose to, and as you can see, we have like a matching dark orange belt matching the shield bracer on this side, and the regular arm bracer on the other side. But anyway, with that skirt armor off, we can get a better look at lower body articulation, starting with the hips. The hips are on ball joints. We can split out about that much, back in about that much. We do have hip rotation, so we can swivel those hips all the way around a full 360. We can kick forward about this much, but it's hindered by is a loincloth, which is made out of a very thick rubber piece, so It kind of hinders articulation a bit, and it's the same loincloth that the Viking He-Man has. But anyway, we can kick forward with the other leg and back down. Can't kick back all that much, so that's about as much as you get when you're trying to kick the legs back. We do have a double joint at the knee, though, so we can bend those knees all the way back like so, and then forward again. And we also have a swivel at the boot, so we can swivel those boots all the way around a full 360 if we choose to. And we also have a hinge in the ankles, so we can point those feet all the way down for proper roundhouse kicking. Well, sort of, kinda. And then we can bend them forward for back kicks and stuff, so we can do that. And also, when we point them forward like so, we can pivot them all the way around a full 360 on a peg joint, of course. Same is true with the other foot, as you are witnessing. So, far as articulation with this figure, it is really, really good. The only thing I have to take points off for is, yeah, that peg joint in the top torso. That was a bad idea for Mattel to implement with these figures to begin with, and like I said, glad they updated that to a ball joint. But anyway, reconnecting the skirt armor, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Oh boy. Yeah. I think I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I sort of got it. Well, I'll put that back on later. But anyway, let me grab his other accessories for the time being and put those back on. So let's at least grab the shoulder armor and put that back on. And of course, let's put his shield back on his back. But before I go any further, we do have some more accessories. He comes with an interchangeable battle damage chest plate, and we do have 2 interchangeable hands. We have a closed fist hand, which I'll most likely never use, and an open palm hand if you kind of want him waving hello or do the "you can't see me" John Cena pose. So you have that. That's what that's for. But anyway, to change out the chest plate, what you want to do is just snap off this chest piece right here. Easy peasy, like so. And all you have to do is just pull this off. And yeah, as you can see, we do have some sculpting underneath that chest piece as well. So yeah, also do be careful not to drop this on the floor and accidentally step on it and break it, because yeah, I can definitely see that happening, so do be careful with that. But anyway, once you have that removed, you grab the battle damage chest piece, and all you have to do is just line these little peg holes up here with the peg holes in his chest, and just put that right on, and just all you have to do is just clip the chest piece back in place. That easy, that simple, not hard to do at all, and it looks really cool. This piece I'm probably going to put back on off camera once I'm done with this review. But anyway, let's get his accessories back in, well, his weapons back in hand. Let's get his Sword of Power and the battle axe back in hand. And let's change out that battle scarred chest piece. Well, let's kind of restore that battle scoring back to, yeah, it's non-battle scarred shape. So let's kind of put that shoulder guard down, and to change it back out to the regular chest piece, all you have to do is just do the same thing in reverse. This has the same pegs on it, so you just put it in the same peg holes, and there you have him with his chest piece completely restored. And yeah, this shoulder armor keeps coming unsnapped. So yeah, let's snap that back in place. So with all that said, if I have to give this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give him a drum roll, please. And when it comes to detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give this figure a fair but square, not quite perfect, but very decent and highly recommended 8 out of 10. Why? Number one, like I said, taking points off, torso joint, yeah, like that should have been a ball joint the whole time. So if it's going to be that peg joint in the torso, I'm definitely going to be taking points off. Another thing I'm taking points off for is some of the accessories, like the shoulder guard right here, and doesn't really stay on all that well. And the skirt armor right here, once you take it off, it's hard to put it back on. I'm probably gonna have to heat this up in order to get it to snap around his waist again. So that's another problem with this figure. And also, like, the overall design is not quite my favorite, but I'm not taking points off for that. I'm just taking points off, for where I think this figure could have been better. But other than this figure not quite being my favorite design, I think this figure is well worth adding to your Masterverse collection. The only reason why I picked this one up because I was looking to expand my Masterverse collection, and this one was pretty cheap on BigBadToyStore.com. So if you don't have this one yet, I'll definitely put the link in the description. But anyway, guys, with all that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. Your viewership is much appreciated. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, to wrap things up, stay safe, take care, God bless, stay positive, stay powered up, and peace out.